Hi, I'm Pam and I'm here to talk about video games. Today I'm talking about the recent successor to one of my favorite business sims. It's 2 Point Hospital.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER.
2 Point Hospital was developed by 2 Point Studios and released in August 2018. You play a hospital administrator, tasked with building and turning a profit from a series of different hospitals. If you played the original theme hospital, then you'll feel right at home here, as the mechanics, tone, and importantly, the humor are all familiar. However, the game distinguishes itself by introducing a host of amusing new ailments, items, and challenges for you to tackle. The first hospital allows you to get your feet wet with a great tutorial that takes you over all the basics of building diagnosis and treatment rooms, hiring staff, and curing patients. For each hospital you run, there are set objectives for gaining stars. Once you hit 1 star, you unlock the next hospital. But you can also go for up to 3 stars by completing objectives like curing a certain number of people with a certain ailment, making a set amount of money, or training a number of staff. I'm a player who likes set goals and endpoints within games, so the setup here is perfect for me. There are clear goals and ways to feel like you're always progressing. If you're more of a sandbox player, then this game might not hit the mark for you, as there's no mode specifically for that. However, you can just pick any hospital that you've unlocked and play it indefinitely if that's what you're into. 2 Point Hospital is rather relaxed and on the easier side. While you do have to worry about finances, wait times, and keeping your staff happy, there aren't too many systems to learn and keep track of, and each challenge builds on something you've learned before. You can micromanage staff and queues if you like, by moving patients low on health or happiness to the front of lines and assigning staff to only particular rooms, but this is rarely necessary until late in the game. Hospitals do get more challenging as you go, introducing things like earthquakes which can damage your machines and start fires. Or particularly hot or cold areas of the map where you need to make sure your hospital has enough heaters or air conditioning units to be comfortable. You'll also get mini challenges popping up regularly, asking you to cure a certain amount of people within a limited time frame, or upgrade one of your rooms to a higher level by adding more decorations and equipment to it. There are leaderboards among both the AI for other fictional hospitals as well as your Steam friends. You can compete with them to see who the best hospital administrator is. As you progress from hospital to hospital, you open new kinds of facilities like research departments to discover new treatments or training rooms to make your staff better at what they do. You can also unlock new items to decorate with. Fancier vending machines, fountains, and artwork can all make both your patients and staff happier by making the hospital a nicer place to be. There's occasionally downtime, which is pretty common to any sim. Getting from 1 to 3 stars can sometimes involve a lot of waiting rather than building. Unlike the first game, here all the staff seem to be randomly generated, as opposed to having all doctors and janitors be men and all nurses and receptionists be women. So that's nice. Receptionists are also renamed assistants, as not only can they handle the reception desk, but they can also man newsstands, gift shops, and the cafeteria. The trademark British humor of the original is still here, and it's one of the major selling points of the games. Though I did find the use of British slang had been reduced slightly, which is kind of unfortunate. There are still a lot of laughs to be had from the descriptions of the ailments and the ads playing over the radio. I love hearing sarcastic messages over the PA system, like, "We're sorry for the garbage you dropped in our corridors." It sounds like something I'd say to customers when I worked in retail. Ailments you'll end up treating include things like animal magnetism, which is caused by cheap deodorants and body sprays, or gray anatomy, which drains all color out of you and is caused by existential despair. Watching the way these things are cured is always amusing. There is some commentary here about the incongruous goals of providing healthcare while trying to make as much money as possible. Or even just employing people while trying to make as much as possible. There's nothing quite as dark as Theme Hospital's auto-autopsy machine, a machine you put living patients into to find more about their disease and have to hide from the public. However, decisions like firing staff can be tough. When you try to fire someone, you're reminded of how long they've worked here and given a message about how their job was the one thing that contributed to their sense of self-worth. Is saving a few dollars worth ruining all that? When I first saw that message, I decided I didn't need to fire that nurse after all. If you were a fan of the original Theme Hospital, then this game should hit the spot for you. It's familiar and comfortable, while at the same time offering enough new things to stay interesting. But even if you're coming to the series fresh, 2 Point Hospital offers a great balance of mechanics to manage, clear objectives, and humor. It's not the most intense or hardcore sim out there, but it's easy to slip into and provides a chill and goofy good time. If you're interested in another spiritual successor to an old favorite of mine, check out my review of Hero U Rogue to Redemption. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in supporting my content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.